All right, let me know when you're to do the intro.
Alright, guys, welcome back. It's Godly Seafood and Wolf. Say hi, Wolf.
Hello.
We've been trying to get Wolf's OBS to work for the past 40 fucking minutes because he deleted it and had to
Hasn't been
re-download it.
40, it's been 30 at max.
They did close enough. We're doing a tier list again because that one was actually
Yes.
received really well. And this one is going to be in bosses of the spiral. You'll see we got funny little pictures and regular little pictures. So Wolf, go ahead and start it off. Which end boss are we fucking today?
Is that I'm assuming the corn is old Cobb, isn't it?
Yes.
You piece of shit. Ah,
Yeah, this is old Cobb, baby.
that's horrible.
All right. So tell me about old Cobb. Where you want him?
I mean, honestly, I liked him much more as an NPC than I did against like him as a boss. Because him as a boss wasn't that bad, but him as an NPC was really useful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He gives you like an extra power pip and some like
Yep,
shadow. Yeah.
yep.
So
He
I
gives
I
us shadow
completely
rating.
forgot he was a NPC at one point.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was a helper.
what about lore wise? What do you think?
Lore-wise, I like the fact how the boss was both, an NPC and also a boss. I really did like that. Due to that and the buffs he gives, I would probably put him either high A tier or low S tier.
That okay, I can agree with that. I would say probably low S tier for me just because his lore importance is like just super big. He's kind of part of the reason that the whole Wizard 101 universe exists and, is the main reason it stays together. As a boss, he
Bro.
actually had a pretty interesting one. I think he was one of the first bosses to use that little time cheat thing that flips the battle circle. And also,
Yeah.
his minions suck ass. I fucking hate them. So it's a really good boss fight. So
Bro,
yeah,
my
S
man's
tier.
clapped them raven cheeks and the spiral was created.
Well, technically, the spiral already existed, and then he clapped grandmother Raven's cheeks, and they created the Titans that destroyed the spiral. So they basically, by transitive property, fucked the spiral out of existence, or fucked the
Yes.
first world out of existence.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, S tier. All right, for me, uh, I'm gonna go with this one.
Bro, what the fuck are these
Mithraea.
images?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So Mithraea.
Mythrea, honestly, I don't even remember her as a boss. Like, genuinely, I don't remember Celestia at all.
Yeah, so Mithraea is I don't even understand her lore importance other than she was part of the Trial of the Spheres, which was somehow related to Celestia's astral magics, Sun School in particular.
F
Her
tier.
cheats, dog shit. She just cast a fizzling thing, which does make the fight challenging, so maybe low C tier or high
F
D
tier.
tier. But I mean, doesn't doesn't have that a whole lot going for her. So I
Bro,
don't
I
know.
don't even
Maybe
remember her as a final boss. That's how bad she
yeah.
is.
Like this is
I
so
didn't
weird. Like Celestia is the world that Morganth gets introduced. We finally meet Morganth at the second to last dungeon, which is before Mithraea's dungeon. So yeah, uh, I'm
I would give yeah,
thinking
bro.
F
I'm
tier.
saying F tier because honestly, the puzzle and then in the Child of Stars is harder than her as a boss.
It's a fucking puzzles.
Yes, bro, the puzzles are harder than her.
I don't know. There's some Wolf Stormblades who don't spec into accuracy who would say that this boss sucks because of the constant
I
fizzling.
did not fizzle that much during her fight.
Oh, well, I didn't mean you specifically. I meant like you've heard of the Wolf Stormblade meme, right?
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Oh, all right, fine, whatever. But yeah, F tier. Actually,
Bro,
doo doo dog water. I forgot I put that
doo-doo
as a
dog
tier.
water.
Yeah.
Bro, is that supposed to be the Jade Oni? What the fuck is that picture for him?
Okay, we're doing the Jade Oni. Fuck. All right.
uh,
All right. So Jade Oni, tell me about him.
Tell him about him. I mean,
So,
kind of poisoned an emperor.
Um,
Drops pretty.
all right. First of all, Malistaire disabled the Emperor, and then the Jade Oni just kind of like ran rampant.
Well,
Didn't
yeah,
really poison him. I'd say the Plague Oni kind of did that.
poisoned him. Fuck the Plague Oni.
Yeah. But yeah, Jade Oni and Boss Mushu. Uh oh yeah,
I
Mithraea
really
was the
like
end
the
boss
Jade
of
only,
Celestia.
mainly due to the fact that there's literally a side quest to fight him again, and you can keep respawning him, and he drops what? I remember he drops some special like crown scare.
Yeah, he drops some special crowns gear, and then you can also get holiday stuff from him. You can get wooden keys,
Yeah,
sometimes stone keys, I think. You can get arch mastery duels and exalted duels, maybe some master duels. Like this guy is, even back in the day when he didn't drop anything good, people would fight him just to get a couple of stitched gear clothing or the Jade
yeah,
Oni pet, which almost never drops. So yeah, I'd say high A tier, if not low S tier, just because you can fight this guy again and it's super easy. It's not, it's
yeah.
a challenge if you're soloing it. It's a breeze if you know what the fuck you're doing. Uh and yeah, that's kind of
And
it.
honestly, looking at this list, he's also one of the only bosses that we don't have to go through a massive dungeon to go to, like
You
get
were
to.
saying.
Yeah, my boy Nightshade.
All right, so before we get into him, where
Yeah,
are we putting the Jade Oni?
I agree with you. It's either
A
low S
tier?
tier or high A tier. Yeah,
I'd
because
say
he's
maybe
just a
mid
very
A
good.
tier.
The main reason I would say high A tier is because just how much of a grindable boss he is, and people actually take the time and the effort to grind him.
All right, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
talking Lord Nightshade over here heard Wolf talking shit about being the only boss that we don't have to go through a hard dungeon to get to. This is Lord
Oh, one
Nightshade.
of the only.
This is his updated graphics as of like 2 3
Really?
years ago. Yeah, yeah. All the other ones I had didn't have this many lines and textures and shit. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, so Lord Nightshade, easy
He's
B
literally a
tier.
mob boss.
That's true. However,
He's just a mob
think
boss.
about this. You can farm this guy and get just a ton of stuff. Nowadays, you can get cantrips, which are useless, so it doesn't really add anything to the conversation. You can get the Storm Rider mount from him at levels like 0 through 10, I think. What else does this guy do? He drops some pretty basic crowns gear and then
He
holiday
dropped
gear.
Nightmare Pet back when it came out.
The what?
The Nightmare Pet, the death horse that gives meteor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember farming him a lot back in the day just because I wanted that meteor pet.
Yeah, and the nostalgia
Yeah,
factor is kind of there for me because this is like the end guy.
the first.
Also, if you're fighting him solo or even with a group of like level 9 wizards, which is usually what you're at when you fight him, this guy's a pain in the dick.
Bro, it's not even him. It's the scarecrows, bro.
Yeah, but that
He's
kind
a
of goes
mafia
with
boss,
him.
bro.
That's true. Also, I'm not gonna get into that anyway. So, what do you think? I'm thinking maybe like high C or low B.
Yeah. That's also where I would put him.
We'll go high C for now.
Yeah.
You choose.
Let's go with the rat.
Yeah, oh boy. This is what I looked up. I looked up the rat and then I looked up rat memes and then I saw this and from there I was like, okay, I've got to go back and fucking make some lols. So yeah, the rat. Honestly, back in the day, this guy probably would have been like high A tier just because of the triangle deck that he dropped everybody wanted. The boots that he had were the only crit boots that you could really get around that level aside from Crown's gear. His fight is super challenging and it's a lot of fun and you can solo that if you're like a 130 plus fire who just spams power link and link. Um and yeah, overall has a pretty high pretty middle, yeah, pretty mid. What is it? What was I going to say? Overall he has a pretty mid lore story importance and he comes up like one more time, so I would think like B tier. What do you think?
I'll go with B tier just because I remember farming him with you.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I
We
tri-
farmed the Actually, no, C tier. He never dropped me his deck.
All right, C tier. C tier.
Never dropped me the deck. We fought him like 40
Yeah.
times. We
Wolf
like
came
spent an entire day.
Wolf came over to the rat's place and he didn't get no dick. C tier.
I gave him the dick.
All right. Next
Yes.
up. So Avalon is a bit of a weird one. We're gonna do these two together. First off, we have the Pendragon. Super high lore importance. The fight pretty bad. One of the easier ones given its level and cheats. But gear, he drops the Guardian's robe or vestment or something like that. But I think that's it. What do you think? I'm
D.
thinking D. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if his fight was a bit harder or like a bit more challenging, I could see C.
You could CC.
Yeah. The only thing he has going for him, as you mentioned earlier, is just how relevant he is to lore.
Yeah, like he's that we basically he is King Artorias just being possessed by the spirit of the Horned Crown or whatnot. But I mean,
Yeah.
the sad thing for the Pendragon boss fight, it's not even the last boss fight of the fucking dungeon or the world. He gets dicked down on by the white and black dragon for some fucking reason. It's weird.
It is very weird.
So yeah, obviously we got the white and black dragons next. So yeah, Pendragon and D.
I would put them in C. I would put the black and white dragons above Pendragon only because they decked on him.
I don't know that's a good enough factor.
Story relevance, they're much lower. I like their fight more though.
Honestly, their fight isn't even all that challenging. It's just a
Yeah, but
myth
it's really
boss.
funny.
How?
Man's literally starts sucking the other dragon dry to get health. You
I've
know how
never
funny that was?
experienced that.
What is it? Sacrifice? It's not sacrifice. There might be sacrifice, but I'm pretty sure this is the fight where
Hold up. 1 second.
let's let's search this up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about? I've never
look at the
experienced
cheats.
any cheats with these guys.
They have cheats, don't they?
This one doesn't. Let's go over to White Dragon. No. Y-
Really?
yeah, look at my screen. Neither one of them has cheats.
Then who am I thinking of?
I have
I
no
know there was.
fucking clue.
I thought that was their entire fucking gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, on it, no, I've never experienced cheats with these guys. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The wiki also doesn't know what you're talking about. These guys are like D tier, if not high F tier for me, just because they
Well,
do.
yeah, if they don't have the cheats, then yeah, D.
Yeah, we'll say low D for these guys because this is really just two high level bosses who both can use stuns. But I mean, if you can get around that and keep healing, you're good. They don't cheat. So yeah,
Thought they did.
I am gonna go with Heroes of Lemuria. This one is probably like above Old Cobb for me because story relevance is there. Obviously, the whole world is building up to them, and it's the first unique boss fight to have 8 bosses, and like you basically cut the fight in two. It's super farmable
We
and
did.
cheesable.
We didn't.
Oh yeah, no. For anybody who's ever curious, the first like when Lemuria came out, we finished it within the week, and then we fought the final bosses. And we went in 2-man, and I was like, man, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be pretty big. Let's try and 2-man it, and then if we can't do it, we'll find a group. And then we just spent the whole time trying to figure out the cheats, only to realize like 2 days later you can just team up, kill the first guys, leave, come back, and there's no penalty. So yeah,
Yeah, we fought all 8 of them in a row. Honestly, I like it much better that way.
yeah,
I really like how we did it. I would also put him above Cobb.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I got you. Who's next? I'll let you choose.
Let's see. Let's see if I can identify who the fuck I'm looking at.
This is
Um.
pretty obvious. I put them in order.
Oh yeah, you did. Let's go with Meowarty. I
Meowie
really,
arty.
I don't like that picture for him at all.
Yeah. So Meowie arty,
Horrible.
final boss of Bar of the Bone, obviously. Honestly, I'd say Meowie arty's like a high B tier. He's not really easily farmable with like cheat engine, skipping through the entire
Yeah.
dungeon just to get to him. But like, plot relevance, he's the whole reason Malistaire couldn't get to to fucking Croconomicon is because it was locked behind anti-magical barriers, and Meowie already was like the guy to help him with that. So he's pretty big, plot relevance wise in Arc One. And yeah, it's kind of a challenging fight, right around that level because you've got like two bosses and a minion you've got to take out, plus an entire dungeon beforehand. So say B. What do you think?
I really like the Big Ben. I just really enjoy Big Ben. So yeah, I would say high B or low A.
Well,
I would bump him up to A only because
yeah, I feel that
how
now.
funny the chase was. That chase is hilarious, bro. You're telling me, right?
Yeah, that
This cat
chase
has
is
escaped from prison, and you're waiting for this child to catch up,
just so
and
you
then you're
can
gonna
shit
start running
talk him.
after him.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
we take two steps, walk around some mobs, catch up to him, he shit talks us, and that happens like 3 4 times. Yeah, for the nostalgia
yeah,
factor alone, A tier. All right, I am gonna go with Molistar. Uh, just the
just the
best,
best.
just the
Yeah.
best. I'm super biased when it comes to Arc One. Honestly, the fight F tier. Uh,
Which fight though?
this is like
The
OG
Arc One
vanilla
fight?
Malice there. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
like story wise, he's up there.
Yeah,
Farmability wise, kind of like a C, and then fight wise, F. So I don't know, maybe
yeah,
like
but the gear he drops is I would say around A.
yeah, yeah. Oh, like back in the day, it wasn't that great. This time around, he could maybe be low A tier
Yeah,
if we were to round it out. What do you think?
I would put him in just the best because well,
Oh,
I
come on,
beat
we
the
get
game,
we gotta
bro.
add more than just because I like this boss. Mikey was supposed to be
Well,
that guy,
who you mean Aiden?
or Aiden, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy his story. I really love how this man said, "Oh yeah, my wife died, so Imma just flip the spiral upside down and just resurrect her."
Yep.
That for me is like a really good storyline, and he's like, if he didn't exist, we would not come into being.
I
If
don't
you
know
think
about
about it,
that. We kind
I
of
I
existed without him.
I feel like the only reason that the Wiz starts is because of the fact Mouser becomes such a problem.
Yeah, but I mean that could be true for any of these bosses. Like you could say,
No, it
"Oh
can't.
yeah, well yeah," or is it Morganth especially? You'd be like, "Oh yeah, this stuff happens with Malistaire," and then we decided to introduce the wizard in Celestia, and like he's the main guy in Arc One, and Arc One was the first arc, but
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
just because of the fact Mouser exists, that is the like I would personally put him just the best.
Just the best.
Yeah.
I honestly, I kind of want to put him in B tier to kind of even it out because like nostalgia factor in story relevance, he's up there. The fight F tier, nothing special about it. The gear that he drops and his farm ability, probably like A and B.
Yeah, so if you have 2 S's, you have 1 F, then you have an A, you would put him in A.
Okay, yeah, I guess you can go
Yeah.
there. I mean, and I don't want to be a dick to Malistaire. It's just looking at it realistically, the plot relevance and nostalgia factor is all he's got going for him. All right,
Because we are basing this off of just Arc 1, he goes there, but if we look at Mouser as a whole, he's just the best.
I feel like you flipped those, but anyway, let's continue.
No, no, I didn't.
All right, you pick
Uh, let's see, let's see. Let's go with Crocopatra.
Crocopatra. All right, where do you
Yeah.
think?
I'd say, I like how we get to her. I really enjoyed the journey to her. I also like
Mm,
okay. I like her master duel more than her actual fight, so I'd say C. I'd
yeah.
put her under Pendragon.
Well, I mean, we can't really go there because then we can't talk about Shabal. Oh, fuck, I forgot
We
Shabalba
didn't.
Malice there.
We didn't mention Shabalba
Okay,
Malice,
fuck
and
it.
we also didn't the Undying. He's just the best if you include those 2.
Okay, yeah, I can put. Well, all right, we're gonna say this Molistar is like all three of those
Just Arc
combined.
1. Oh, if it's all just the best. What is he doing in
Okay,
A?
fine,
Get
fine.
him up there, bro.
All right, fine. All right. Yeah, I completely forgot to make a second malice there for Shibalba. And then we
And
weren't
also,
gonna no, Exalted doesn't count because we're not doing dungeons.
fair enough.
Oh
Fair
yeah.
enough.
So anyway, Crocopatra. We can't really talk about her Exalted
Mass,
duel.
yeah, or mass.
So
Okay, but
just
without the
story.
duels, I would put her at D.
D.
I would put her at D, bro.
I'd put her at high D.
Yeah, I'd put her above the two
It's like
dragons.
nothing against female bosses because Morgant is definitely going to be up there, but
Yeah.
Crocopatra doesn't have that much more health compared to like some of the other bosses in the world. Like she's got the most, but like she's not the best. Her getting to her for me feels
I
kind
like
of
the
weird
puzzle.
because yeah, yeah, they got puzzles, but I mean it's like
Yeah.
5 boss fights, a couple puzzles, and then you just go straight to her. The like Croc and Common had puzzles, bosses. We freed Manders, we did the whole
Yeah.
gatekeeper shtick. So it's kind of like copy and paste, repeat. And then for
Yeah.
just for like Crocopatra, she's not really farmable. And her story plot wise is only locked behind the third part of Crocopatra because the story is we show up, the Tuts.
Crocotopia.
I was getting there. We show up, the Tuts are awakened. We figure out we need to find the Order of the Fang. We find the Order of the Fang, find out Crocotep is the bad guy, and then after we kill Crocotep, we find out he gave the Croconomicon to Crocopatra. And that's when we learn about Crocopatra. So she's kind of like not really as relevant into the story as like Meowiardi or the Jade Oni. So maybe like mid C tier. What do you think?
I would put her high D.
ID?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only
all
reason
right.
we find out about her is because we kill a dude and he's like, "Oh yeah, my ex." I give it to her.
I don't
Then that is
know.
like her entire storyline.
I don't even know if we get to call her his ex. He's like that wannabe VTuber
That
streamer
harlot.
I was thinking about dating. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crocotep's such a fucking loser, or Croc in Common, whatever the hell his name is. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna do Aberrant Paradox.
Really?
Oh no, that was a mistake. S
Ah.
tier above the Heroes of Lemuria because I think they're just tacky and lame. Above Old Cobb, and the Aberrant Paradox is the entire reason we're in Caramel, aside from having a little part-time job and dealing with Cabal spies. Um, Farmability is up there. You can just walk into the dungeon; he's there. Uh, the loot that he dropped at the time was pretty good, and for life and ice, it's probably pretty relative. Uh, and the story and plot line, like, this is really good. What do you think?
It was really good.
Oh yeah. Plus, it leads to
Yeah.
design, which that is technically design. He's just like not all there.
Also, don't we have to go into Paradox form to fight the Storm Titan?
Yeah, but that's something
Yeah.
else. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. I would put him in C tier.
You would put this guy in C tier?
Or S tier. Fuck me. Exactly where he was.
Okay, I was about to say we're about to throw
I,
hands,
I,
boy.
I was about to say, bro. I said C because the funny rat picture, bro. It's so hilarious. I keep like looking around, like thinking. I just look down with the rat with glasses.
It's so great.
Very distracting.
All right, you pick.
Let's go with the spiders.
Okay, Starburst Spiders, technically the end boss of Zafaria, and they totally dick on the Spectral Guardians who should have been the end bosses. Like the Spectral Guardians are like the guys for Zafaria, but then we fight these guys at the end who are technically just Morgant's minions, but just super buff ones. What do you think?
C,
See?
maybe even D.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna go with
Just a
F
story relevance. Yeah, I would also go with F.
because
The fight itself's not that hard. There's basically no story relevance to them. That there's spiders
Yeah,
that
they
are
just kind of
under
show
Morgana.
up. Like there
Yeah,
is some story relevance, but I mean, nobody's talking about the fucking starburst spiders. Everybody's talking about
yeah,
Morganth, her deck of shadows, and collecting the golden relics, which these guys, the spectral guardians, use. And
yeah,
speaking, so yeah, we're cool with F.
yeah. Also, yeah, I'll stick with that.
All right. Uh, Keeping on with the spectral guardians Safaria. These guys are probably like low A tier, maybe B tier for me.
I'll put him in B.
B.
Yeah,
Yeah, because these guys, the whole reason we're in Safari is to stop Morgan from getting her deck of shadows, and her deck of shadows is locked behind getting these 4 relics from the 4 different tribes, excluding
they're
the
dead.
who are dead, and excluding the rhinos. They completely like dick on the rhinos and don't even give them an extra
Well, the
relic.
rhinos are like mobs.
Well, yeah, but I mean they're also a separate species. But anyway,
They don't
um,
count.
exactly, they're like second class citizens. But
Yeah.
getting back to this, like she has to summon these guys, go through Zafaria collecting the relics, summon them just to unlock her old Shadow Palace or some shit to get to her deck of shadows. Like story wise relevance, top tier or I say maybe A tier. Farmability, it's pretty good. They drop some Stitch gear, which honestly might bump them up. Like they drop the side staff, they drop holiday gear. People farm them. And before anybody says a fucking word about these stupid goddamn spiders dropping snacks, no, that is a dungeon specific drop. You get that whether you do this fight or stand in the corner like a little bitch.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yes.
so yeah, what were you thinking for these guys?
I'll put him in B.
B.
B's a good spot for him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's fair. It's like they're cool, but they're not that cool. But they're pretty good farming, but it's all right.
Yeah.
I am gonna save Manicore for last. I'm gonna go with Morganthe. Lore wise, she's up there. Farmability and gear that she drops, she's up there. The fight, maybe like
Okay.
D.
That would put the fight as C.
No, that would put it like low A. But I mean, she's probably like right behind Old Cobb for me, just because of like I feel like the nostalgia would bump her up a little bit because like she was the thing for all of Arc 2, so she's kind of got to be up there. But I mean, I don't know that I'd put her up there with Malice there,
I'll put her above Cobb.
above Cobb.
Yeah.
Fucking picture, goddamn picture of a corn cob.
Literally a corn cob, bro.
Yeah,
This is why you were giggling so much, bro.
yeah. The entire time I'm looking for these pictures to put on this, I'm just like, yes,
Horrible.
yes, yes. Uh,
That
anyway,
rat is definitely your best work.
thank you. That's not even mine.
It's not, but finding that picture and using that for the rat.
Oh yeah. Anyway. Getting back to Morganth, yeah, she's up there. The gear she drops nowadays is pretty good. If she dropped the OG gear, I might put her back. Might want to
And
bump her up a little bit more, but she
yeah.
doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think mid S tier is pretty good
Yeah.
because honestly, I feel like she had more relevance than Cobb when we fought him, and then we don't even fight old Cobb again. Like we fight him
Yeah.
at the end of Mirage, where we find out about the Chaos Heart and whatnot. But or yeah, Sands of Time whatnot. But
Yeah.
I mean, whenever
Also,
what?
I also like Morganth because the fact we play as her in Avalon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, taking that into account, fuck the Heroes of
Yeah.
Lemuria.
Yeah. I really like
Actually, I'm
how we
a
have to like go through and actually, go through her memories. We go step by step, and then we
yeah,
actually get to fight as her in Avalon too. I found that to be really cool.
yeah. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, and the next, the Storm Titan. What
Storm
what are you
Titan.
thinking?
Doo doo dog water.
Doo doo
Get
dog
him
water.
out of there.
Doo doo dog water. Really, we're gonna have 2 of those this episode, huh?
Yeah.
Why doo doo dog water?
Because I hate his fight. You could not do it without having a storm. Or not a storm of fire, bro.
That is Titan's Trident, which is completely different. I'm talking about the
I
guy
He
we
counts.
easily one tap fuck make this goddamn primordial force of nature look like a total bitch
Yeah, no,
because the fight is
doo-doo
scripted.
dog water. Yeah,
Doo doo
doo-doo
dog
dog water.
water.
He
All right.
has lore relevance only and only because he got birthed
Yeah,
out of
he
the
kind
Raven and
of
the Spider.
yeah he kind of like got born into that success.
Yeah, and then he got like he clapped when we become the
Oh
Paradox.
yeah, that like I think it is technically possible to lose to like almost lose that fight, but I've never lost it.
And
Huh?
you can lose that fight.
Probably. You would have to fuck up pretty bad though. But
Bro, I
like
feel like Aiden, who has not played like a lick of Wiz, could win that fight off of just intuition.
yeah, like if you go
Yeah.
last and you don't use any of the spells that give you like the buffs, you there is the potential to lose, I think, but I mean, this guy gets so fucked. We become like this all school mastery type wizard, spells that do like 9,999 uh or 999,999, or is it like 100,000 damage? I forget. Like we're slapping this man with our fucking cock and balls, deep throating
Yeah,
him,
we
and then
literally become the Paradox.
yeah. So yeah, he gets put under Mithraea.
He does. He
Just
does.
for that fact alone. All right, and then lastly, we've got the Manticore. Plot wise, it's kind of shoved down your throat. Fight wise,
Nah,
it is
bro.
new and exciting. What do you think?
He would never be the Manticore. He's just a very friendly valet moose.
Fuck you, I hate you. For anybody who doesn't understand what we're talking about, we did a like a 4 episode playthrough, and I before anybody knew who this guy was, before Wolf and I knew that this guy was the villain, I saw this guy in like the new Polaris place, and I was like, that's the guy.
Yeah, and I was egging him on the entire time. Like, there's no way this friendly moose, who's very friendly, would be the boss.
like
No, never.
like I don't know, maybe that trope is just played out for me, but I looked at him and I said, this one, this
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
right here. All right,
Everyone needed the
so
villain.
personally, I don't like this guy personally because they bring him up randomly like he's some like he's the old one basically. They're like, but then there was
Yeah.
the Manticore who was like opposed to the old one's teachings or had a different view, and it's like, where the fuck was that 4 worlds ago? Honestly,
No clue.
I put him in like low D tier.
Yeah, because even his fight wasn't that hard, was it?
Not really. Like people are
I don't
cheat.
remember the
Well,
fight with him.
it was the one where we got polymorphed and we had to use all the arch mastery pips.
Oh yeah,
But like
that was
story
easy.
story plot relevance, he only existed for 1 world. Uh, and then kind of like the Heroes of Lemuria, but they were unique. He was also unique. Actually, I kind of think the Heroes of Lemuria need to get bumped down to like low A tier. Maybe,
I would keep them at high A tier at the very lowest, mainly because if I have to go area by area, we see why that
yeah.
each hero is the hero, and then we have to get like character
Okay, yeah,
development for him.
that's true. That's true. This
Especially the
guy,
Mander guy. I love the Mander guy.
Mandar the Barbarian. Yeah,
Yeah, bro, he's hilarious.
I'll be honest, I can't remember anything about Mandar the Barbarian. But getting back to the Manticore, um, they kind of made the entire world with him in mind rather than him being part of the reason the world is there. Like it built up to him, but not in a good way. Not in like a Pendragon way where they talk about him at the very beginning and it's like, oh, the evil Pendragon's ruining everything. Go do all this stuff and you're obviously going to fight him. It's like, no. It's kind of like that. Like it's like, but the Manticore. But they try and insert him too early on in the lore on the level of like Grandmother Raven and the Old One type lore depths,
Yeah.
rather than
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I liked him like Design's version of him, Design's version of him than him.
yeah.
Yeah, like remember when we have to like learn his plan through like the dead version of him?
Yeah. This
Yeah,
encompasses that as well.
yeah. I like that one much more than him as actual boss. I liked him as an NPC though.
Yeah, NPC, just the best.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He he
but
was a
like,
really good NPC.
but like, just in general, like taking everything into account, I gotta go with low D.
Yeah, his lore wasn't that deep. He just, as you said, got randomly just inserted there, and then the fight itself was pretty easy.
Yeah, like that would be like saying, fucking the aberrant paradox was super lore, like lore important way back in fucking Wizard City. Like it just makes no sense why they decided to do that. The Manticore is, when it had a different idea of the old one's teaching. Also, fuck the old one. We never got to see him fleshed out. I'm kind of sad about that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I guess that's it.
yeah. Do you have anything you want to change?
You know, there's some days that I just wake up and I don't feel like I'm living my best life. And then I remember I'm not the fucking Storm Titan. Get shit on, dude.
Yeah, but do you have anything on the list that you want to change?
No, I think this is pretty good. This guy at the bottom where he deserves to be. Malistaire is only just the best because of the nostalgia factor, and the rat looking pretty good.
Bro, off of just the fucking image, just the best, but he does nothing. He does nothing. Yes, you know what? Yeah, keep it just the best. That image is amazing for him.
The longer you look at it, the better it gets.
The funnier it gets. That's what I was telling you, bro. I'm trying to think. I'm like, looking around the room, and all I see is him and CT where this glass is.
I'm dying.
That's such a good picture.
Fuck me, man. That was so funny. I'm laughing at a stupid fucking picture.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man. All right. Wait.
This is how you know it's late.
I gotta end this.
No, I keep whistling.